Thanks for staying with us on Ndtv-Hindu's special show Bill of Rights that tells you about your rights. This is the third and final story on the show today. Do the plans offered by builders really fulfill your dream of the ideal home? Most often the answer is no. In this story, the promoter had promised to deliver a brand new flat to the specifications of a buyer before a certain deadline, but he failed to honor his promise. The dispute was later sorted out in a consumer court.
Premnath happily parted with 2 lakh rupees as his down payment to his builder. After all, the promoter had promised to deliver a brand new flat and one which met a number of his own aspirations in just 12 months' time. But when the date was not kept, Premnath questioned his builder, but he never got an answer. The builder failed to keep his promise. So, Premnath approached the consumer forum.
Based on the material records and evidence placed before the district forum passed an order in favor of the complainant, directing the opposite party to refund a sum of rupees 2 lakhs as the initial amount paid by him, with 9% interest, and a sum of rupees 50,000 towards compensation for mental agony, and a sum of rupees 5,000 as cost of the proceedings.
Additionally, the builder reportedly failed to show the original approval plan for the apartment, because of which the consumer failed to get a bank loan. Experts point out that we as consumers should keep a few points in mind while dealing with such builders.
In the case of the construction of a flat or development of the plot, there should be a construction agreement with the builder, in which then only we can insist upon certain classes. Once a construction agreement is entered upon, there will be a specific class of payment schedule, in which whether it is a construction-based payment or stage-by-stage payment or date-wise payment. If there is any further construction or any other construction, there should be an additional construction agreement.
Investing in a house could be a top priority for most of us, but it is also a lifetime investment, one where you and your family will spend the best part of your life. Make sure you read the finer points. Without a reality check, your real estate dreams may come crashing down. In Chennai, Bertila, Ndtv-Hindu.
A special guest joined us and gave us a checklist of things to look at to avoid facing similar problems. So are there specific points within this construction agreement that people out there can look at, or are there too many things that the layman cannot understand?
Yes, really. They will put some fishy words in that agreement. So you should verify with the kind of expert or the legal counsel. Then only they will give you some differentiation about this class will specify like this. In some agreement they will put all the parking area, stilt parking or common area, everything included in the your total area, that is your applied area. But in construction agreement, after seeing the terms and conditions, then only you have to sign. Otherwise, they will, it's a formality, please sign it, sir. If you sign it, you will be in court. So
it is like, a case where what they are seeing is not what they are going to get.
Yes.
But secondary agreements are quite important, right? But isn't it necessary for it to be made while the construction is going on?
Yes, always. If you booked for 900 square feet flat and you want to equip more flat or more room, so you can go for a secondary agreement. In that agreement, you have to specify the need of the agreement. Then you have to get the undivided share, extra undivided share also. Most of the cases, they will not give the proportionate undivided share in the land. So you can register the same with the additional unregistered undivided share.
But that sounds like a lot of technicalities
Always,
involved
always,
in that. So
always.
who do you approach to help you out with all this?
You have to consult the expert or legal counsel to get the job done. Otherwise, most of the cases they will fix a limit, 12 months or 14 months or 16 months. Nobody obeys. Most of the time, construction materials will be, increased or other thing, and some plants may not be approved in time, or EB connection will not be given, or drainage or water connection may not be given. So that may be a reason, but the builders are experts in that field and they have fixed a time. That means we are laymen, but we can't go to the EB or water board to get the connection. But they are experts. They have to give the time. They have to obey the time, they have to follow the time. Otherwise, they have to give the compensation for the delay.
But if you see, a lot of time it happens that they violate the construction norms and we are not aware of it. So as a consumer and as a layman, how do we verify this before signing the agreement?
Okay. Before signing the agreement, you have to get the draft. In the draft, you can get a sketch, approved sketch of the construction. Then you can verify with the CMDA. CMDA, now they have opened a website, but it's not working. But you can verify manually with the CMDA, because you are putting so much of your hard-earned money. So you have to verify with the CMDA. In CMDA, they will have the copies. You can verify, is it same? Both are same.
Okay.
And they are following the norms.
Okay, so what is the procedure exactly to approach the CMDA? Is it
CMDA, you can go and you can pay some money to verify the documents.
And they will do it within what span of time, sir?
But it takes depending upon yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Another thing that we always notice is that they will say that this is the construction area for a small playground, but when you come back later and see, the construction is not for a playground, but maybe for a, as you were mentioning earlier, security guard officers, office. So what do we do at that time? Because what they showed us is over, as in the construction is over, you paid the money,
yes,
and you don't get what you want.
Yes, every cell it they will put one column, says the flat owner after later stages join a member in the society or association formed by the welfare, all the members of the flat owners. So you have to start the association immediately, then you can claim through association. So the promoter will not be there in the scene. So you can claim from the promoter as an association, because individual
Yeah, so it will be a collective battle instead of an individual one.
Always.
So are there specific documents or things that you need to keep with you when you're fighting with your association as well?
Yes, always, because the sketch, the association will have all the whole sketch, original plan, and the mother document of the original will be with the association only.
Yes.
And the association members, all our association members, and you have to elect one person as secretary or president. They will represent us on behalf of the association or to get the thing done.
Okay, now talking about compensations, this is something where like you have envisioned something, and
yes,
what you get is something reality is very untrue. So what I'm trying to say is, what kind of compensation can we look for?
Well, most of the agreements they specify the construction will be completed in 12 months. If the builder fails, we will provide a rented house for a single bedroom or double bedroom, for the same area, but in some other area.
Yes.
Not that locality, we will provide in some other area. Some builders are giving. Some builders, if you are in a rented place, if you show your rental agreement, we will give you the rent.
That's all we have for you this weekend on the show. Please remember to catch the Bill of Rights segment on our special breakfast show, Good Morning Chennai, on Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays between 7:30 and 8:30 a.m. That's when you can call us and get us all the information that you need from a consumer rights activist directly. You could also write to us at feedback@ndtv-hindu.com with your suggestions and tell us what you thought of today's Bill of Rights. Also, if you come across a consumer or human rights issue that you would like us to investigate, explore and take up, then do write to us on that email ID. Before we go, here's also a special thanks to all our colleagues who have helped us put the show together smoothly each week. And also a big thank you to all our special guests who have taken time off to come to our studios to discuss consumer rights. This is Cuckoo Alex signing off. Thanks for watching.